there's no one here.
Mine says 2, but I'm one of them.
Well, I left, so I'm not in there, so I guess there's one person. Oh, we're actually live.
Oh, I need to mute it.
We're live.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, no one. One person. Whoever's in here, you should say who you are if you are someone in here.
I think it's me.
Well, you said there's 2. I'm not in there. I don't watch my own stream.
I need to pop out the chat, and then I'll exit out.
This is kind of like our first trial getting back into this whole thing. You know, we used to stream, man, when was that? 2016? 16?
It was like 17, I feel like.
And I think if you look at the videos that I have now hidden, it says 2016.
Oh,
now, some of the newest ones were just those random ones that we were doing with people from the server. And those were a little bit further closer. But we started in 2016, so all the ones with me, you, and Jordy, and all that was back in 2016. So now we're just gonna kind of start it slowly back up, right? Just see how it goes. There's not gonna be anything.
It's gonna be crazy, so don't expect much.
Yeah. Well, heck, at the way we're talking, I feel like we're gonna try to get it done within like the first week.
Oh, are you free Sunday?
Yeah, I'm free Sunday.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. I work Saturday, but Sunday I can for sure do a 10K, just write like the whole day sort of day.
Well, I'm off Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, so I want at least, at the minimum, 20K by the end of that. So I was hoping to do like a 5K, 10K, 5K or something.
Okay. Yeah.
But, I mean, if we can get more, I don't know. Normally when so this actually goes along with one of our topics that I don't have open right now, is how, do you want to do our first topic while we're sitting here? Instead of getting into the topic? Because technically pushing the limit is like one of our last topics here.
True.
So let's go to like the first topic is how do you want to start Nano? So everyone starts Nano. Actually, no, it's you deciding to do Nano, Camille. How do you decide to do Nano?
How do you decide to do Nano? Well, do you want to write a book? Do you want to reach 50,000 words in a month and be like every other crazy person like us on the internet?
Do you want to write at all? Fanfiction, I had someone not today, but the other day tell me that they did Nano once and they were talking to people and they got laughed at and made fun of because they were writing fan fiction.
Really?
And that just kind of made me mad because I started out on fan fiction. Like, that's how I started writing.
Did, it seems.
Yeah.
I didn't personally, but a lot of writers did. And if that's what started you to writing and you enjoy doing it, then
it's still writing. And I mean, if you love a character so much, you write a fan fiction about them. I still write fan fictions. Name, and some people will know, and some people will be able to find that name and be able to find those fan fictions. But I still write fan fiction. Still,
you know,
like it's not something that ever goes away.
Yeah, I mean, so many people write fan fiction, but like fan fiction to me is the equivalent as people that do like fairy tale retellings.
Oh, I love fairy tale retellings.
It's the same thing. It's your take on an already like made world, which
well, it's kind of, because a lot of times now if you make it completely like all your own characters but in the same world, then but a lot of people will take like a character and it'll normally like cater to the fangirls who have a crush on a character.
Yeah.
But still, it's good practice. It is a good way to practice and get the bare minimums. I feel like my glasses are cutting my eyeshadow in like a really weird way.
Francesca, am I saying that right?
What?
I hope I am.
Is there someone here?
And Jordy! Hi! Yeah, there's 2 people here. Bree, you don't even have your chat popped out?
I have my chat right here. Are they chatting?
Yeah.
I can't see anything. I'm a loser.
You got technical difficulties.
Live viewer. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, you can put their comments on here, and it'll show up on StreamYard, like, right below us. I don't know how to do that on my phone, but maybe you can on your...
Oh, I see that now. I'm gonna hide that. I don't want that. I'm just gonna pop out the chat from the thing. We're already disorganized. Like we said, this is our first time learning how to do this again. Oh, everyone's chat's here. So I have to have YouTube up for my comments to show up. So hi guys. Yeah, Bree, I'm never prepared. Jordy, you're right. What are you guys writing? Okay, who wants to go first?
You go first. You.
I go first? Okay, so I'm actually writing the 3rd book of my first series. So I'm currently working on stars like War. Actually, I think I have copies of my books here. Hang on.
What is your series?
Oh, I don't have book number 1. City. So this is book number 2, stars like Sacrifice, and it's white. So this light is like very blinding it out. But my series is stars like Fate, and I'm working on the 3rd and final book of the series. So it's my 4th book to have finished, and I'm hoping I get it done this time.
Well,
like this month. Book 2 took me a while. I had a very rough kind of just life kicking my butt kind of time frame for a while, so I slowed down a lot, and it took me a long time to get book 2 out. But I'm hoping to get book 3 out like super fast. I'm hoping. I mean, I can only go as fast as my editor goes. Okay, so
that's true. I'm writing, which is, I usually write fantasy, but I am breaking my habit, and so I'm writing, I don't know if it's adult or YA yet, or new adult, but I'm writing a girl that kind of quits her corporate job and starts working at a traveling Renaissance festival and like lives in a tent.
she's a corporate job. It's probably adult.
Well, yeah. Okay. I was thinking like young 20s. I travel a lot, so I thought I could add some interesting things about where I've traveled to in it. So, and I also really want to work at a Renaissance festival. What are y'all writing?
That'd be fun. Yeah,
I'm living for my book.
Yeah. That's something that I keep talking about doing, and then we never do. We just keep doing more stuff to tie us down to one spot. Get in a trailer and just moving around.
Yes.
So while they're answering what they're writing, do we want to do sprints in between these, or do we just want to talk about the topics, or what? It is prep, so I'm figuring sprints are probably not the best.
I thought you were doing NaNoWriMo, Jordy. This is my first Nano, and I'm writing historical fiction.
Oh, I love historical fiction. I don't write them myself because I'm a fantasy writer, and I'm struggling enough as it is with trying to write a sci-fi. Look, guys, I have an entire 70,000 word manuscript that I hate right now because it's sci-fi. Because I've screwed it up halfway through, and but I've always wanted to write a historical fiction, just like I've always wanted to write a sci-fi, and I'm afraid to do it because it's not my normal cup of tea.
I don't write anything up but fantasy, but here I am, so I think you should.
I don't know. Now, I do, and well, I mean, I am trying to talk Camille into writing a historical fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
So we're thinking about trying to do that after this Nano together.
Oh, nothing right now, Jordy says. She's doing a smutty romance.
Well, that's good. I started writing smutty fan fiction. That's why I don't tell people my fan fiction author name right now. Because it's very smutty. And I'm embarrassed. I'm so freaking embarrassed, man. But it's really good. I can tell you right now that when I started posting it to the groups, if you're in it to see it, that I had like 300 people in with like the first 2 days read it. So it was popular. It is popular. I
just for beta readers and stuff.
Huh?
Where are those people when you're looking for like beta readers and critique?
They only want to read the fan fiction smut, which don't get me wrong, man. I will write smut for Mr. Love all day, which is the game that I write it for. So.
Oh, your ear.
I am a fan of smut too, Jordy. I do like smut. But you think that I could do it? I think I could. I do, man. I cannot tell you how many hours of YouTube videos where I just watch like historical like information, especially around the Victorian and Edwardian period. So that's my favorite time period, and I watch so much information on that. So I probably could, but it just makes me nervous. I think let me conquer sci-fi, and once I conquer sci-fi, then I'll move on to something that's not sci-fi or fantasy. Let's go in that.
Sci-fi is a lot to conquer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sci-fi's hard. I do write romance too, guys. I just haven't published any of them yet. I'm still working.
Well, all of your stories have romance as an element.
Yes, all of them do have romance in it. Now, Stars Like Fate is a super slow burn. I'm telling you, nothing really happens till like the second half of book 2. And then, like, they're technically not ever together until the 3rd book, which is obvious. Like, it's not anything that's spoiler, but the slow burn is bad. But then you have things like Warrior Protect, where it's very fast. The entire book is actually just a romance fantasy with romance coming first. And then I have actual romances that I'm working on. Some shorter ones that are not 90,000 words. They're for fun. So, are we wanting to run sprints, or do we want to just help people figure out their planning? Like, how far along do you have in planning? Are you a planner or a pantser? That's another good thing. We can move on to the next topic, though, also.
Is that your topic?
Yeah, so my topic is, how do you want to start Nano? Now, this is my topic because I am technically considered a Nano, what is it called? Rebel. Right. So what I tend to do, which it doesn't even freaking matter, because as like me and Camille have both, we tend to win Nano quite quickly now, right? I think the last 2 years I won it very fast, like within the first 2 weeks.
Yes.
And what did you win yours in?
Last year I won it in 9 days. I'm not doing that this year because
I don't for 2 weeks.
Tomorrow. As we both take a drink.
So it doesn't really matter. We both write very fast how we start our books. Why? Because this tends to be the fastest time of the year that we write. Well, I don't know. I write pretty fast in general. But this month I can like tell my husband, leave me alone. I've got 50,000 words to write in 2 weeks. You know, I could tell everyone to leave me alone, and then I'll have more people doing sprints, so I can do it a lot more. But get off topic. Yeah, she finished it last year in 9 days, Jordy.
Yeah, sorry, you just reminded me. This girl I did sprints with last year isn't like, I did sprints with her every day, like all day. She's not doing Nano this year, and I'm pissed.
Well, you have me.
Yeah, you're gonna get annoyed of me real fast.
Next time I see you being lazy, I'm gonna kick your ass to overdrive. I gotta not cuss. I'm sorry, guys.
We need to do a writing while tipsy live stream.
Yeah.
Because Bree, look at this. Hold on.
All right, why don't I continue on with my topic? So
I have to
How
drink
do you
all.
want to start Nano? So there's different ways to start Nano. Some people will just pick up whatever project they're working on right then, right there, right? Which is fine. I know a lot of people who do that too, and I'm like, that's cool. You have a goal to finish that book. That's a goal. You hit your goal, you know. I tend to, because normal books are about, for me, 80 to 90K, somewhere around there. I don't like going over 100,000, but I will get dang close to 100,000 sometimes.
Average for fantasy.
Yeah. So, which is an average fantasy, yeah. So, because of that, 50,000 words is not exactly going to it's going to get me halfway through my book, right? And so what I do is I tend to write 20 to 30,000 words before Nano, so that when I start, say I'm at the 30,000 word mark, and I put 50,000 words in, then I'm at 80, right? 50, 60, 70, 80. 80. I'm not very good at math. But then I'm at 80,000 words by the time I'm done. So that way I can not only have the accomplishment of winning, but then I have the accomplishment that, hey, I finished the book. Now there's people like Camille who's actually starting at the very beginning. She's been holding off writing this whole time.
Yeah, I won't start until NaNoWriMo, and then I will write my entire book, even because I'm aiming, since it's not fantasy, like 75K or 70K. So I should finish that in NaNoWriMo, like the month.
So also, if I like finish my 50K in like the first 2 weeks, I have other projects. Like I call them side projects, which are for fun. Which I mean, I'm still gonna publish them, but they're like my smaller romances. I have a novella for Warrior Tech that I want to write. So what I'll do is if I finish my 50K and I finish the book in the first 2 weeks, like my editor is probably going to be busy during that time. My beta readers are going to be busy during that time because they're all going to be, you know, writing themselves. I'll just move on to writing the next project. So I won't even bother, like, because I always like taking a 2-week gap as well between finishing a project and going into editing or the first round of edits.
A couple of the comments say, Francesca, I think is still how you say your name, says, I'm new to writing, so I'm not sure if I'm a plotter or a plantser. And then Jordy says, I'm going to try and write every day. I'm going to be too busy to do 50K.
Well, that's fine. I think that's fine. I don't think you have to hit 50K. I think people like me, I get very obsessive because I have OCD. So if I don't hit 50K, I will freak out. So I have to hit 50K.
She'll flip shit over.
Mm-hmm.
I think the whole goal of NaNoWriMo is to get like you semi in a writing routine and just to force yourself to write a little bit a day.
Yeah.
It's not to write 50,000
And then
words.
on the thing of being a plotter or a planter, you're in a very good position right now because I am a planter and Camille's a plotter. So if you have any questions about that, you have two people that can probably help you out there. I tend to plant. I have it all planned out in my head, but because I don't have it written out, I'm not technically a planner.
No, you're not.
And plus, I'm pretty free to changes as it happens. But
I think deciding what you are really comes with enough writing to figure out if you're not planning at all and you're pantsing everything and you're not finishing any stories because of it, then try outlining. And if that doesn't work, try plantsing, you know?
And there's different reasons for why everyone does everything. So, like, I tend to not plot. Okay, so I was just about to kind of answer that. So how did you figure out what works for you? So I figured out that pantsing was better for me, not because I didn't start out on pantsing. I started being a pantser. But the problem was when I decided that I wanted to try to plan, I found that I would plan so much that I would just I wouldn't say bored, but part of the appeal to me in writing a story is finding out every small detail that happens in between the major plot points I have in my head. So like I know I want this to happen,
As you
this to
go.
happen, this to happen, this to happen. So I get to see the story unfold and see my character's life unfold before my eyes as I am writing. And when I plot, I just feel like it takes the enjoyment out of it for me. And there's going to be a lot of authors out there that will just say horrible things to you if you are not a planner. Like, I have heard stuff from authors because they plan and they think planning is the only way, and that you have too many faults in your books if you plot, if you pants, or you're a planter or whatever. And that's not true. There's plenty of people who do it both ways, and they come out just fine. The book come out just fine.
Every person
and I know
is
a lot
different.
of planners whose books suck. So, and I'm not saying my books are great. Like, I mean, to me, I love them. They're perfect for me, but everyone's got their own taste when it comes to reading. So I don't know why your camera's not working, Camille. I'm gonna take you out and put you back in real fast.
Really?
Okay. Can you hear? Say something.
Hello?
Are you up on the YouTube?
No.
Mm-hmm. You can't see yourself on YouTube. Poor Camille is a blank screen right now.
I'm looking on YouTube. Look.
I'm checking real fast. How did you find out you were a plotter, Camille?
I found out I was a plotter. Yeah, I'm on here. That's weird. I found out I was a plotter because I used to pants everything, and I was never, like, my story was never making sense to me how I wanted it to, like, on the, the page. And I was never finishing anything. And then when I started outlining, I was actually finishing stuff. So that's how I figured it out. It's really, I need that, or I can't finish a book. I have to know every little detail, or I kind of wander, like, when I write, and I'll just, like, my character will go this way, and I need her to be over here. So that's just what works for me.
Yeah, and I mean, even if you do a lot of pantsing or planting, you do mess up. Like, I messed up on that 70K draft I have over there. Not that I've like moved off topic too much. I just changed kind of like a character's reaction to some things and made it a bit too nice. Now, I made that conscious decision to do that. It wasn't like I had it planned the way that I was going to do it in my head, and that's the way I was going to go. And then I was like, maybe I shouldn't make, this character so PO'd and angry about it, maybe not so hostile about it. And then so I changed it so he wasn't as hostile, and now I don't like it.
Yeah.
So now I have to go back and change everything because it just kind of messed up the rest. And maybe I would have noticed that if I had it planned, if I had it planned, if it would have messed up the rest. But I really don't think I would have. It wasn't until I finally wrote up those chapters that I was like, I just don't like the way it sounds anymore,
Mm-hmm.
And, technically the next topic is planning and outlining, Camille.
Well, there we go. Well, I guess we kind of talked about that. So it's really up to you. I mean, every person's different, and what me and Bree say might not work for you at all. You might not. Mm-hmm. You might just be like, some people don't even think of the idea before Nano, and then when Nano hits, they just start writing.
Those people are crazy.
I mean, that's
I at least have the idea in my head.
Yeah, that's
I don't think
too
I
much
could
for
do
me.
that. Yeah, I think I'd die. Like, oh, what do you do for Nano? Oh, I don't know yet. I was like, it's tomorrow. Like, it's literally tomorrow, guys. You have to have an idea. I don't know. I'm pretty good at developing ideas quickly. So, but even with me being able to develop ideas quickly, I can't. I have to at least know at least 2 weeks ahead of advance what I want to do. That way I can daydream for hours at work about the plot that I'm trying to plan. And then that's my planning, is sitting at work daydreaming about everything, and then I put it in order in my crazy OCD mind. Which is weird, because if I have OCD and I'm not a planner, which is very strange, but
yeah,
I'm not like a neat freak OCD. I'm more of like a anxiety, uh, anxiety induced OCD induced anxiety. There you go. It's the other way around. I was trying to remember what she was like diagnosing me with.
oh,
Yeah, but I can handle it on my own, so I don't actually go to counseling anymore. She taught me the steps, and I take care of myself. Now I don't always do great. Sometimes I have a little meltdown. You can ask Camille how many times I've melted down on her.
wow.
And then, yeah, so that was kind of both of our next topics. I have a feeling that we put the very basic generic topics in here, and I figured after that we would just answer questions for people. But, you know, your generics is like, how do you start nano, deciding how to start nano, you know, or if you want to do nano, how you start nano, pantsing and plotting or planter or whatever. I hate the fucking middle one. One of these days I will stop cussing, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, aren't you kind of a planter?
I'm a planter is technically what people. So I was rejected by the planners, and then I was rejected by the planters. And then, so I kind of got thrown in the planters. No one wanted me. But yeah, I'm technically a planter. So after talking to the many of Panthers, they said that I knew too much of I knew too much of the plot to technically be a Panther. So even though I didn't have anything written down or anything like that, I'm not a Panther. It's just plotted in my head. So I don't know. They decided that for me a couple of years ago, I think, and I've just stuck with it.
Okay.
What's our next topic? Oh, pushing the limit with writing more than 2K in one day, increasing your word count. And then yours is getting into the writing routine. So let's do routine first before we just shatter the routine and go with pushing the limit.
Well, I think I said it earlier. Yeah. I'm going to try. I don't have a writing routine as of now because I haven't written anything since NaNoWriMo last year.
Yeah, she abandoned me for a year.
I didn't abandon. It's a two-way street. It's a two-way street.
You started and then I got upset.
I was stressed.
No.
So I'm trying to get into a writing routine because right after the story for NaNoWriMo, I'm going to be working in December on another story. So I'm really hoping it gets me in a routine so I can have two like work in progresses and alternate them month by month. So like drafting, editing, revising, all that sort of thing.
So don't get me started on you, Jordan. You've been gone for way too long. Sorry.
Yeah. Are you back? So I think NaNoWriMo is just a good time to get into a routine, even if you don't reach 50,000.
It is because you have to get into a routine. You have to at least get, you know, what is it, 1,665 words or 67 words or 66 words, whatever. So
and
like you have to get that.
I'm hoping because every year I get a NaNoWriMo hangover, is what people call it. Where after NaNoWriMo, I don't want to look at a computer. I don't want to write. I don't want to read what I've written. And I'm hoping this year.
This is why I take breaks in between what I do. So like if I write something on Nano, I take a 2-week break where I either write on something else that's funner and lighthearted. So if I'm writing a big fantasy, I'll turn around and I'll write on like a romance, like a silly romance, like I got one romance that I'm working on. Better on the Trail is one of them,
Better
and
Trail, yeah.
yeah, and then I have one that is technically like a streamer kind of love story, like a gaming streamer.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that story.
Yeah, and I technically already have the covers for both of these. I just need to finish them. But then I'll turn around and do that, and then in about 2 weeks, or sometimes I'll finish that manuscript, and then I go back and edit the first manuscript, and then when I finish that edit, then I go back and edit the second manuscript. So I'll bounce back and forth because I don't care how much you love a story, guys. You can love that story with all your heart. I love my characters. I love my stories. I know they're not perfect. I know they have flaws, but they are my babies, and I still get sick and tired of them. Because I cannot tell you how many times you will read one draft. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Especially someone like me, I do multiple drafts. Why is Suri talking to me?
I think most people do now. I mean, unless they're like skilled writers.
Yeah, so I know that, I mean, most people do multiple drafts, but I do a lot of first round edit drafts, or where you change a lot. I don't know how to explain it. I do like 3 to 4 of those before. Yeah, I do 3 to 4 drafts before my CPs and writing buddies even see anything. That's a little overkill, but that's just, I'm the typo queen, guys, and I've sent stuff to Camille, like short snippets of non-edited, first-time written stuff, and it's horrid.
You know what? I think you're getting better at.
You think?
I haven't fully diagnosed it yet. Can't give you a proper answer yet.
Dude, I will add like random words in. Like, you know, I'll be like, in the end, and it'll be like, in the dog end. And there's like just fucking dog in the middle of that. I did it again. Camille, you need to start smacking me every time I could.
That's as well as I can do via here.
But yeah.
Getting into a routine and then keeping it up after NaNoWriMo is the goal.
And setting times too is another good thing. I technically have times where I write. So I'll get up in the morning. Now it's hard because I'm starting to do a lot of gym now, and that takes up a lot of time. My computer just locked. Are you serious?
You're still live. I still see you.
Yeah, so normally, and this is probably what I'll continue to do, is I will get up at, say, 9 o'clock. And then from 9 to 11, I will write. And then from 12 until I go to work at 2, I go to the gym. And then I write at work from about 6 to 7 to about 1 in the morning. Then I tend to not write anymore after work. No, I got the hiccups.
Because it's late and you're...
Because I used to not sleep a lot.
No.
So, yeah, I used to not sleep at all. Everyone used to call me a robot. But, that's not all that great for my mental health or my OCD. So, I had to start sleeping a bit. I sleep about 6 hours a night now. But during that time, too, I was also gaming after work. I don't game much anymore.
Bad distraction, but...
Yeah. The game is a no-no during NaNoWriMo. Don't do it.
I know. It really is. I also think,
that Valley over here.
Thanks, Jordy, for giving me hooked. I think I've recently made a discovery in myself about I need to read while I write during the creative process, because reading, like, I don't know when you're reading, but you kind of get lost in your own thoughts sometimes. And I think that helps me a lot. So I'm going to start trying to read while writing, but different genres. So I don't like.
Now that's something that I'm trying to talk
the voice
Camille
and
into starting up again is a book club. Where we pick a book and we read it and then we talk about it. Because I don't read as much anymore now, just because I've gotten lazy. But
I think
do
reading
want to
makes
read
me more creative and like once
it does. Now when I read like a Sarah J. Maas book, I write like no tomorrow. Right after that. Of course, I really look up to her. Like, she's my author. And I know that a lot of people don't like her writing, but she's like my author idol. Like, I idolize her. I love her writing. People will tell me that my writing kind of resembles hers in a way. And I'm like, I wouldn't like doubt that because I love her. And because I love her and I love her voice, that I wouldn't be surprised if I subconsciously like kind of use it.
Mm-hmm.
So
makes sense. I know I'm able to read fantasy stories right now while I'm not writing. Well, I haven't started, but while I'm not writing a fantasy book. She says Stardew Valley is life, which is not in November. It is, and now I have Wi-Fi. I've been without Wi-Fi for 6 months, so I can actually like play with some of my friends and do the where you can play with people.
I don't play Stardew Valley. Speaking of Sarah J. Maas, I got my the quarter terracin poster right here. What? Oh, you're cutting out, Camille.
Yeah, good.
Okay, you're back now. So, yeah. Oh, here's another very important thing I find with Nano is having a good writing space. A dedicated writing space.
So in December, you're starting a farm.
I don't play Stardew Valley.
I haven't. No, you're not.
You need to get back in the servers. Talk with us.
Anyway.
Oh, okay. So did you hear me what I said? Or she's muted again. Tell Austin to go away. Can he hear me?
I'm sorry. He's thinking I'm just voice chatting you, and he's like giving me weird looks, and I don't know how to be like, shut the fuck up.
You know, technically, you're not supposed to cuss on YouTube, but you know, we both kind of have our mouth on us. So what I said was another important thing to NaNoWriMo is having a dedicated. Why are you shut? What are you doing, computer? It locked in. How do I keep this computer from locking?
Moving your mouse.
I'll just sit here like this, moving it constantly. Having a dedicated writing spot. Because say that you're like not like dedicated writing spot, but like a comfortable area to write. Because I've noticed that if you don't have a very good writing spot, or you haven't picked a clean desk or a made bed, if you're going to write on the bed, will help a lot, just mentally. I have actually, my in-laws have moved in with us, so I had a dedicated office, and now I don't anymore. And so all my stuff is in my bedroom now, kind of all like right here in this little cramped space. And it's kind of hard, but I try to like add a little bit of things in that like hit my creativity, I guess. Like characters I love, so like I have my little character figure here, you know, and then that's about it. I do have a picture up here, and then in here I have like books and stuff, and I have a character mat underneath my keyboard. But if my bed's not made, I'll just go to sleep. That sounds like my husband, truthfully.
Okay.
Like anywhere he goes, he just passes out. So I will often like be writing on my computer and he's right there sleeping and he won't even wake up.
Skills.
So,
He's got the skills.
Yeah. But also I've switched to a tablet. So that's why my screen keeps going off is I'm using my tablet for everything else right now. Which is nice. The tablet is nice because I can take it to work and write.
Yeah. That is nice.
What's another good thing? I mean, if y'all have any questions, which I mean, Jordy's done Nano before, so I'm pretty sure she knows all this stuff.
You also have your pushing the limit writing.
Oh, pushing the limit more than 2K in one day. All right, so the current daily goal for NaNoWriMo is 1,667. Whatever. Yeah, 67. You get that daily to be able to hit the 50,000 at the end of the month, right? Now, I have a bad habit, and so does Camille, of finishing early, like we said, which is not technically a bad habit. I would consider that a good habit. Some people would consider it a bad habit. I do not. But because of that, we will get semi-competitive when it comes to writing, which the best way to push the limit for a general limit, like if you just want to push 2K, if you just want to get 5K, my general limit on just a good successful day is 5K in a day, right? I easily get 2K in one day. I have no issue with that. I don't, it's not like I'm bragging or anything. It's just buy your fourth book or buy your third book or even buy your first book. Getting that first book written really increases your, what would you say, confidence to be able to write. So that way you tend to start to write faster. Why don't you do your whole 80 in November? Because I don't know. I never really thought of that. I always just start early, and then I always end up kind of finishing. Yeah, I always end up kind of finishing one book and half of another book. Yes, I'm impatient. I have to be writing something, okay?
Oh gosh.
I am a very what I'm in the mood to write person. So if I'm in the mood to write fantasy, if I want to write Stars Like War, then I will write Stars Like War. And I do not care if I was saving it for Nano. I will start writing it. If I want to write a cheesy romance, I will write that cheesy romance, write it in there, and it does not matter if I'm working on something else. I will take a week break.
You know what? It's a mentality because it's my lazy mentality. It's like, I'll just wait to start.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what? I watch all these shows in the meantime.
So you can ask Camille about this, but during the time when I wasn't writing, and I was very not myself. I was upset with everyone. It was just not good. So writing has kind of become my release for like my stress and my anxiety and my OCD. And when I don't do it, I start to kind of lose my shit. And I will get very kind of mean and aggressive and just not happy in general. And it took me a while to finally get back to writing. And once I found my rhythm again, there was nothing going to stop me. Like, once I realized that I can do this again, I can write again, I am back. Nano was only like 2 months away. Like, we were talking about Nano, and I was like, well, I am ready to write now. I'm going to write right now. So I went ahead and started it. Yeah. I know I cheat.
A lot of people do. And a lot of people will edit and revise or rewrite and all that stuff during Nano, and that's fine too. Like next year, that might be one of us.
Do it your own way. You know, you don't have to do it exactly. You just have to get 50K by the end of the month. You don't have to follow the exact rules. You don't have to start from word 1. So, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. If I can finish the 80K in 1 month, why don't I just do the whole thing in 1 month? because that's
Yeah, you don't
logical,
even have to write
Jordy.
poetry.
We're not logical here. What were we talking about before that question? Pushing that K. Writing buddies is number one for pushing that limit. And I don't mean just someone who will casually talk to you once every 2 weeks about writing. I mean someone who is going to constantly talk to you about writing. My computer shut off again. So that's like me and Camille. We talk daily now again after I had my little crazy moment. But we're back to it, daily talking about writing, talking about anything. I mean, anything in general. We're friends in general on top of that. But the number one thing is writing sprints. Sprints with other people. Even if you're doing them by yourself. So even if you're doing them by themselves, we use Discord and we use the Sprint bot Discord. That has become my favorite thing. I think
was the way I won NaNoWriMo in 9 days last year. Like Sprintobot, if Sprintobot wasn't there, I wouldn't have. I used it day in and day out.
It's so much better than any other sprinting system. Like we used to use My Right Club, which is great. Don't get me wrong. You can see people as they're typing. I guess technically during the sprint bot, there's more of a way for people to cheat. But who's going to really cheat? I mean, I'm sure there's people who are going to cheat, but most people in our group is not going to cheat.
I liked what someone said. If you cheat during Nano, you're just cheating yourself.
Yeah, that is true. So the sprint bot is nice because it's a constant. I wonder if, no, I can't show it. But basically, you would join the Writing Warriors Discord, and to be able to join it, we'll have the link below, or Camille can post it, or whatever she wants to do. Jordy, you're not in it anymore. We actually switched from my personal server to Writing Warriors. I don't know if you saw that. I'm sorry. And I told you we were going to do it in my server, but I went back to Writing Warriors. That's a whole nother story. But you would join that server. There's a sprint channel. You would click on the sprint channel. You would start the sprint bot. There's commands. It's command _sprint for 20 minutes and 5 minutes, right? You have 5 minutes to prep. You put your word count in there. I'll send you another invite. It's okay because there's not very many people, and we're actually starting to get rid of all the non-talkers as well in there. So I think there's actually more people in my server right now.
But there was one day I went through and I was just like, bye. So many people.
So basically what'll happen is you put your starting word count. So say I'm at, let me just pull up my thing. Say I'm at, what am I at, Camille? What was my last word count?
I feel like you told me last week, but it was 11,000, 13,000?
No, I'm at 15,000. So I'll put in 15,000, right? And then I'll wait for it to start. And then Camille can join in. Anyone in the server can join in, right? And everyone puts their word counts in. You can see where everyone starts off, and then the timer goes off, and I'll send you a notification, and I'll be like, okay, your sprint starts now. So you sprint for 20 minutes. So you feel not really rushed. I don't think I feel rushed. Do you, Camille? Because if I'm being slow, I'll take a lower word count for the
during the sprint-bot sprints.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't feel rushed because I'm lazy, but also you can do another sprint right after it. So if I'm not doing well,
so it's back to back to back. So we sprint for 20 minutes. when I'm really pushing it, 20 minutes, you can write about 800 to 900 words. I'm a little bit slower now because I've been on a break. So right now I get about 700, 700, somewhere around there. Back in the day, we used to get like 9 to 1,000 words in 20 minutes. You remember that?
Okay, we need to try.
Crazy.
Okay. So also, me and Brie are going to be doing a 10K writing challenge on this Sunday.
I'm doing 5K on Saturday, 10K on Sunday,
3rd.
and 5K on Monday.
So the 3rd of November, we're going to try and write 10,000 words in a day. I've never written 10,000 words in a day. I usually get 8,000 to 5,000, and that's where I average if I'm trying to write fast.
The first day of Nano last year, didn't I write 15? But then I took like a 4 or 5 freaking day break. Yeah, and then I finished it all at the end. I was like 15K on the first day. I took like a 2-week break, and then I finished the whole rest of it. I was like,
last year,
everyone was like, "Where'd you go?"
Break, and then I was like, "Is she gonna come back and finish?" Because I was like done with my novel, and then she came back.
Don't ask me why I did that. That was right around the time. Actually, I think that was my molar pregnancy. That was my miscarriage. I think that was that time frame. Yeah, so I like I said, I had a lot of issues, and I was not a happy camper. Bria does not do good writing when she's not a happy camper, but she will finish a deadline.
Jordy's most was 5,000, and that's still a lot. Like,
that is a lot, yeah.
A lot of people can't even reach that I see on YouTube. Really
a lot of people struggle to get to 2K, but I'm telling you, man, the sprint box. Because as soon as the sprint ends, then the next person's going, okay, sprint for 20 and another 5 minutes. So you have 5 minutes to go get your stuff and come back. You know, I mean, you don't have to join, but you prefer to do it when there's people there. So if there's people sprinting right then during that time, you're going to want to sprint with them. So it's accountability, because at the end of the sprint, you put in your new word count, and it calculates what you wrote. You know, it's just accountability and being there. And that's the one thing that we try to push in like our Discord, is just being active daily. Just being active in the Discord to help keep you writing, because people who go inactive stop writing, you know? And that's what happened to me. I went inactive in the group because I was upset, and I stopped writing. And, you know, Camille went inactive. Technically, the whole group went inactive for a little while, and everyone stopped writing during those time frames. It's, you know, having those people to sit there and keep you writing and keep you accountable. Writing is supposed to be a solo job. People are like, oh, writers are antisocial. You know, they do it, you know, you just write by yourself when you get it done. But that's not true, because you need those people to share that time with. You stopped writing after 2016. Yeah, I failed 2016, and I'm just saying. But then I turned around and finished a book in January to prove myself that I could do 50K in 1 month. And then I finished Stars Like Fate. You know what? Now that I think about it, I plotted and created I didn't really plot, but I created the idea of Stars Like Fate in December, and I had that entire book written in January.
Wow.
So, because my first book was a flop. No, it's not a flop. Don't get me wrong. I still love it. Technically, I don't know if y'all remember this, but this was my first Nano project right here. And here are actual chapters. I have it sitting here.
The Unwanted Crown?
Yeah, the Unwanted Crown series. So that is there. And don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's just your first book, you always feel like you're not good enough.
That's why I keep writing and rewriting and changing. So
you need to quit rewriting your book, girl. So what I tell people if they're struggling with their first book, right? Set it aside. Think of a fun idea off the top of your head right then and there, and start on that. And that's what I had to do. And then once I did that, writing became easier. So it's just that first story, and I still not brave enough to go back to it yet. Given mostly because I have a list of freaking. I could show y'all just lightly, maybe, the amount of ideas and plots I have saved back right now. I am like the never-ending creator of ideas, and then I will message Camille and be like, Camille, you gotta stop me because I'm making another idea. I don't have time for this. I don't have the amount of years or lifespan to be able to do all these. But I keep doing it.
Gosh.
So this series, The World of Desminus, technically has 4 books in it planned right now. My Crush IRL.
I was like, what?
You don't know anything about The World of Desminus is a 4-part book about these different continents within this world and the different systems that people find like their mates and the different wars that are going on in each continent. So
I actually fantasy or
it's fantasy. It's fantasy, yeah. And then I have My Crush IRL, and then I have that is a fan fiction. I have the Project Sapphiros, which is Stars Like Fate through Stars Like War. And then I have Warrior Protect, which I still have a novella that I want to write for that. And then I have Wings of Shell, which is 3 books. And then I have Deadly Dance. And then I have Better on the Trail. And then I have 3 Sides of War. And then I have Destined to Meet Again.
I feel like we ain't doing nothing.
It's never ending, man. There's a few more too that are in different spots.
We have curry for dinner. I'm excited.
Curry?
Yeah.
And I have Codename Karma, which is a sci-fi. Sitting here.
It's a curry.
I have the Ivory Throne, which is not going to be named the Ivory Throne anymore because someone else already has that book title taken. But right now it's called the Ivory Throne.
Tia Masala, I think it's time to do curry.
So, Jordy, you got to stay active in the Discord so we can make sure you hit some goal, whatever goal you decide to make. You're not doing the 50, right?
She's just writing every day and seeing what she gets. You might surprise yourself. But my phone out.
It's just getting yourself to be active on the Discord group or on any group. If you make a group in a Facebook message,
It's hard because I remember whenever I went really MIA from Discord and everything, when we left Wyoming in March, I just went super MIA. I didn't talk to anyone, and then I just started a month or 2 ago, like trying to be more active on everything, and it took a long time. And now it's like a routine.
Yeah, you just gotta make it a routine.
I feel like during those times I was kind of depressed, and I just didn't want to do writing, so I just didn't want to chat with anyone that wanted to do writing because I was like, okay. So then you come back to it and then you're like, okay. I'm working on call for work an entire week out of the month and doing 2 5Ks. Oh gosh. Yeah, that would be hard because when you're working on call, like it's hard to get into your work. You know that you're have to leave.
Oh, you're cutting out. You got robot voice there for a second, Camille.
Oh no.
I'm trying to remember what I did with my water. I
Like
poured it in
your
my
5Ks, are you doing running sprint? Like the running 5Ks?
Oh, I hate running. This is
Good
not
night,
about riding.
Francesca.
Bye.
First NaNoWriMo. Oh, just a
Where
little
did you see? Oh, it just popped up. Good night.
Come here, Peach. Come say hi to people. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh no, she doesn't want to say hi. There's your butt though.
I can. I don't have any of the dogs in here, but my snake is in here.
Oh, you got a ball. There's the dogs.
I can show you TC. Hang on.
That's awesome. I've been seeing your posts already about you going to the gym a lot. I but I don't want my boyfriend to hold me accountable, so I look around.
My hair's a mess because I only had one, but this is TC. Let me turn this up
Aww.
for TC. I don't want you. He's a ball python. He's a leopard ball python. He's my baby. I named him TC after tragic comedy or Sasura from the Osaka course, the Osaka group. I'm trying to figure out where my camera's at, but yeah, he's right here. He's my baby, huh?
Aww. How big
relaxed.
is it, or is he full grown?
Oh, he's a baby.
So how big will he get?
He's only 2 to 3 feet. The males get smaller, and he's a boy, so.
Oh.
He's like, why did you get me out? You've already done my socializing for the day. Why am I back out here? I'm gonna go put him away so he doesn't stay out, but I'll be right back.
What a good boy.
So he is in a temporary home right now, over there on that side of the room. Mostly because I've always wanted a snake, but I didn't get the stuff beforehand before we went to the reptile show. I was supposed to just go to look. Huh?
I was about to say, did you plan on getting him?
No, I didn't. Now, see, I've always wanted one, and Michael knew that. So when he saw that I was actually off on the reptile show in Wichita Falls, he sent me a message to show me.
Ugh.
And I was like, and he's like, do you want to go? And I was like, heck yeah, I want to go. I was like, I want to go see all the snakes, right? And I couldn't not get one. He's very cheap. He's a very basic. He's not anything special. Some of those snakes will get into thousands of dollars. But he was like, he's nearly a normal. His parents were both leopards, so he's a leopard for sure. But I got him for the same price as a normal. Yeah, he's nothing special gene wise, but he's very cute. I love him, and he's very docile.
Special.
So a lot of ball pythons are. So, but
That's
yeah,
good.
that's my snake.
Wichita Falls. Whoa, what a place.
Yeah,
I lived there for a month.
Falls. I like Wichita Falls. I mean, it's a lot better than Lawton. Anyways, what else?
My job, but. I just didn't like it because I didn't like my job there.
Oh, Jordy is walking them because she hates running, but they're both good for good causes, so I feel obligated. Well, that's good. I run daily now, and I absolutely hate it. It is miserable. It is so boring. I just don't understand how people can enjoy running. Now, I run on a treadmill, which is double boring, but even running outside. Like, why are you running? There's no point. Where are you going? You're not trying to get somewhere fast. It doesn't make any sense to me. Running on the treadmill is horrible because you're not actually going anywhere. You're in one spot and you're running. Why? I hate it. But I choose to run over doing the elliptical because the elliptical is even more boring.
What are you eating now? I like the elliptical.
Anyways.
When I went to the gym, I liked the elliptical way more than the
So I know we're talking about exercise, but let's tie in exercise to Nano. I guess being healthy and having a good state of mind will help you write more on NaNoWriMo. And I can tell you that mentally, I'm a lot better when I'm working out. It gives me something to focus on. But that way, our exercising conversation has a reason to be in this video. More than us just hanging out. Because I guess technically this is just our kind of like, hey, we're going to come back video, you know? And we have never been very good at planning. We've always been more of a,
hey,
you know, here's a topic, let's talk about it. What were you going to say, Camille?
Oh no, Art was confused. She didn't know who tagged her, and I said you did.
And if you're trying to get somewhere fast, take a cart. Exactly. Maybe I'll write a book one day about a character who likes to run. So maybe I can get into someone's mindset who likes to run.
How?
Now, I do like weightlifting, so I do a lot of weightlifting. I got some muscles. Ugh. I've always been very strong. So, I mean, I'm a mechanic. I'm the only female mechanic, so of course I have to be strong. But I've also gotten fat because mechanics are fat, and that I know that's a stereotype, but it's very easy to get fat doing what I do. You just sit around sometimes and get bored, and you're bored to eat. That's what happens. Oh, that's another thing. Snacks. Doing NaNoWriMo. What was it? My first year? Was it my first year?
Yes.
Chips
it was like the first year you wrote anything.
Yeah. So chips and salsa. I could not write without having chips and salsa beforehand. So, and then after I had my chips and salsa, I could write. It just made no sense. I think one year I had tea beforehand. It's just weird little things like that, and that could slightly because I have OCD. But humans are a creature of habit, so getting yourself into a habit like every time I sit down to write, I'm gonna have a glass of tea and then I'm gonna write. And by the second week, that habit has put itself in, you know. And so every time you sit down and have a glass of tea, you write. You know, you just naturally want to write. It comes out easier. And so that's an actual proven thing.
Frozen blueberries in her wine.
My comments are behind yours. Because I don't have that comment yet.
I don't like wine, though. What wine are you drinking? I haven't tried a lot, Jordy. What wine are you drinking? Or what wine do you drink?
I like sake.
What?
Sake.
I heard something else.
It gets drunk. What did you think I said?
I'm going to say this is a family-friendly channel.
Well, type it to me in Discord. Hey, you should post the Discord link in the chat.
I did.
So I think, are we going to focus on uploading our writing videos here in the beginning?
Yeah.
And then once we get bigger, Red Moscato from Barefoot, super cheap and sweet.
Oh, okay.
I do tend to go and buy random, like, not designer wines. What is it called? Yeah, I guess it'd be like designer wines from like different people. Sometimes I come across some really good ones. Sometimes I come across some really nasty ones. But I'll still drink them. I don't discriminate against my alcohol, which is why I don't drink much anymore.
I have it written down.
You have what written down? Oh.
The wine. I don't like any alcohol, but a customer left this unopened, and I've been sipping at it. It's has margarita stuff in it. Tequila, triple sec.
Tequila. Oh, it's so good. So good. What was I saying? What was I talking about?
You don't discriminate. Oh, against alcohol.
No, before that, I was talking about something to do with writing, and then we got on to alcohol. Oh,
you like
the videos. No, the videos. So we're planning to do our basic writing videos, things about our books or our writing. Now, Camille is going to do vlogs, her daily vlogs on her channel.
Not daily vlogs.
Yeah, well, not daily vlogs, but
daily.
But like more vlog-like style stuff.
It's easier for me to film and edit.
Well, really. See, I film in a vlog style too, but I'm still just gonna post it up here. I do and will have a separate channel eventually. But it won't be really about writing. I think all my writing videos will be up here on Writing Warriors. All of my book videos will be up here on Writing Warriors. Just because I don't want to ignore this platform like we did last time. You know, I was posting videos for my channel, but I wasn't posting videos for Writing Warriors. And I don't want to do that. I want this to grow as a platform, and then it can be both of our platforms to promote our stuff, you know? So that's kind of what we're aiming for. Now I will have a separate channel eventually, but it's probably just going to be about a bunch of nerdy stuff, and doing makeup looks based on like characters, like inspiration from characters. So technically, this that I'm wearing now was a practice based off of tragic comedy. The character I named my snake after. I don't really like it. My orange is not bright enough.
You need that.
But it's practice.
Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star make
it. Yes, I do. I want it so bad. Like, I'm dying, man. The new video came out today, so you know what I'm going to be doing right after this. Yeah. I missed it because I had to take a nap because I was exhausted earlier today. But I worked out far too long. I spent 2 hours in the gym. Do not do that, guys. It's not good. I was off work today, and I decided that I just wanted to work out extra, and I did more time on the treadmill, and then I did like 13 different freaking weightlifting exercises, and right now I'm still on baby sets, so I do 10 sets, or I do 3 sets of 10. But I lift anywhere, on my arms I lift anywhere from 50 to 70 pounds. And then on my legs, I lift anywhere from 70 to 100 and something. And then on my abs, I lift anywhere from 70 to 120. I think is my max on my abs right now. So dang. I lift a lot. Yeah, I lift a lot, and that's really bad. Which is hard because I am overweight and I'm lifting now. So I am like gaining weight. I'm losing weight. So I'm down 5 pounds, but like I feel a little bit bigger because I haven't lost as much fat yet, I guess is what it is. So I'm kind of in this weird in between where I feel like I'm getting nothing done, but I'm doing a lot of work. And it's just very, what would you say, discouraging? Sometimes I forget how to talk. But I'm also learning another language right now, and my English is like suffering from it.
Jordy said that we made this channel exactly 3 years ago yesterday. So
really?
that's crazy.
That's some pretty good timing, huh?
What if we had did this yesterday?
Yeah, we should have. I worked yesterday, though.
Like, we'll make videos, get on here.
Mm-hmm. If you ever come back.
Could y'all not? Y'all see my dogs just playing tug of war? They're growling at
I
each
can't see you on my thing. Let me see.
Oh, well, my dogs are just playing tug of war and growling at each other.
Yeah. Like, you have a little tiny, like, camera down here that I can disconnect you from, but I can't see on my thing. So, Jordy watched the Shane Dawson. I feel like I'm so into the beauty community right now. And, see, so I have a lot of, like, personal issues, like, emotional-wise. So, I have always been very, like, down on myself with the way I look. So, I got really into the whole beauty community and just trying to be okay with the way you are. I gained a lot of weight, especially during the pregnancy that I lost. I gained a ton of weight. And it's just kind of been hitting me hard mentally.
Yeah.
But, like, the whole beauty community thing is really starting to, like, help me get up a little bit more. And I want to do makeup, and I totally suck at it right now, guys. I cannot do a winged liner to save my life. But like I started getting better eyeshadows and things like that. So I'm slowly working on it. I hate my foundation I'm using right now. The one problem that I do have is I cannot find a face cleaning like thing that works. The moment that I wash my face with anything, my face gets super oily. So normally I don't wear makeup and I don't wash my face. I just use some water. That being said, if I use makeup, my face gets super like clogged up from the makeup because I take it off, but it just still seems to cause me to get clogged up and broke out. Mm-hmm. But I can't wash my face with anything because the moment I wash my face with anything, I've tried everything so far, like that I can get from like in my area. I haven't started ordering online yet, but like I've done, different types of body washes. I've done different types of face washes I can get at the general store here, not general store, the supermarket, whatever, super center. Walmart. Yeah, Walmart. I've tried like Dove soap. I've tried so much stuff, but the moment that I wash my face with any kind of soap besides just water, my face becomes super oily.
Now, Austin has an oily face, and what he uses is this charcoal, like soap.
That's what I'm using right now.
And it's okay. He uses it every day, and it works for him.
I use charcoal soap on my body. So I don't have, like, the only spot that's oily is my face. And it's only oily when I wash it with soap. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm so stuck. Because I have to wash my face because I have makeup. So I need to take... So what happens is when I take my makeup off, I use makeup wipes. Well, those makeup wipes then cause my face to get oily because I'm washing my face with something that's not water. So then I wash my face with things like soap and to try to get rid of the oil, and then it just keeps getting more. It never ends. So yeah. I think the problem is if I just use astringent, my face kind of still, I don't know. I've had people tell me I have good skin, and I just don't. I got a pimple right here. It's driving me nuts. I can see it. I don't know. I just the beauty community, man, it's ruining me.
I only watch.
Now I'm trying to grow my hair out. No, I'm a huge Jeffree Star fan. I love Jeffree Star. Like, I don't care what anyone says. I love Jeffree Star.
No, I like him a lot. I just don't watch his videos. But I really like Shane Dawson's series.
I like his videos. I don't know. I
If he
also
did
think
more
he's very
vlogs,
pretty. He's very
but
pretty, huh?
if he did more vlogs, I probably would.
You know who's getting good at makeup? Shane Dawson is getting good at makeup. You've been
Yeah.
practicing? Yeah. I don't know. I'm
Well, he better.
practicing, but right now. Huh?
I said he. Well,
Yeah.
he bet.
It's
He's about
okay,
to
I
launch.
guess.
I did it already.
I guess this is okay. I don't like it. See, so the character that I'm trying to get inspiration off of is this character, which is two very hard colors. So I'm kind of already setting myself up for failure. So it's this character right here. I don't know if you can see that. Let me turn this off. No, you can't really see it. Not very well anyways. But you can kind of see his hair is green, not blue. Oh, there we go. And his whole color scheme is kind of green and orange. Green and orange is very hard to do on ice. Just saying. Try what? Miracle water? How do you say that? Or whatever it's called. What is she trying to say, Camille?
I don't know. My Safari is frozen. Loving my life.
Miceler. There is a delay, Jordy. So I know that we're kind of just like talking randomly, but because my internet's so crap, we have to have a delay so that it's not too horribly choppy for people who are watching.
Hold on. Got it now. It'll load. Yeah, I don't know what that's called.
I'm trying to grow my hair out right now, which is just a mess. I get it to about like this far and then I chop it off because I totally just hate it so much. But I want to grow it back out. I need a diet too.
Miceler.
You don't have red hair anymore.
No, I dyed it brown. So from here, like, there's my natural hair color. Which I haven't had that much of my natural hair color in years since I've been red.
I mean, I have my natural hair color back here. On this side. I mean, there's still blue mixed in there. But even when I was younger, I used to micellar water. I'll try that out. I used to dye my hair black. Because I don't like my hair. It comes out black at the roots and it fades to like a dark brown. And I don't like that. So I was constantly like dyeing my hair black. So it'll be one color. Like, I have very multi-toned hair. It's got some reds and blacks and browns. Now it's purple. It's blue actually, but it looks purple on the camera. Anyways, I think this has kind of gone way off the wall here. I mean, we can still talk. We can get into voice chat so that way Camille can eat while she's talking.
Yes, please.
Or whatever. Yeah, so we can totally get into voice chat. I don't know if there's anyone else doing. I think it's just Jordan. Hold on. That's why I like Twitch because it tells you you can see who's viewing, you know. I can't post the link in the chat, but later on, if anyone actually bothers to watch this mess after it's posted, I'll post like all the links and stuff down in there.
I'll post it again in the chat.
Yeah, and eventually we'll start doing videos that are actually planned, like what we're going to talk about. But yeah, I'll open VC so that way we can just chat and you can eat. I'm actually getting hungry too, so I need to go grab something to eat.
But this is just our little rambly. We're excited for NaNoWriMo in 3 days. And we're back.
We'll come back. Oh, and don't forget the Discord channel. Writing buddies are important. We've talked about that a few times.
If you join the Discord channel, you're automatically our buddy.
Yes, automatically. You're stuck with us. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're friends.
It's a forced friendship that we're forcing upon you.
Mm-hmm. You have to be our friend. Anyways, yeah. We'll just end this here, I guess, and then. Oh,
yeah.
If anyone does bother to watch this all the way through, thank you, because we're completely goofy right now. And second, leave comments about what kind of videos y'all want to see. Like, what topics do you want to talk about?
And what you're writing for NaNoWriMo.
Yes, and what you're writing for NaNoWriMo.
We might do another live show on Sunday since we're writing 10K words. It only makes sense.
I'll probably do one on Saturday night, a short, like, write-in. So the thing is on Nano, you'll see, we'll randomly do quite a few live write-ins. Like, I'll hop in on a live write-in just whenever I feel like writing and don't mind the camera being on my face. So, but normally, nearly 24 hours a day, I will probably be in VC doing write-ins in the Discord.
24 hours a day?
Probably. I will probably be in there quite often. Now, did you know you can actually stream on Discord now? But there's no sound. Like, there's sound from, like, what you hear, and then there would just be my face. Which, I don't know. I guess it's fine. But, yeah, I figure this channel will probably be filled with sprints this month. This coming up month, at least. And then after that, we'll figure out what we want to do. Because, like I told Camille, I want to do a book club. So she's got to do it with me.
Yeah.
Right.
It'll just be having to figure out what type of book we're going to read that we both like.
It'll probably end up being fantasy every time, because I think that's the only genre we really have in common.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fantasy. Okay. I want to read The Ninth House.
And the
Huh?
I accidentally joined the live. I just joined freaking voice chat in a group. I'm trying to mute everything.
Yeah, the Ninth House or whatever by.
By Leigh Bardugo.
By Leigh Bardugo. I actually have a few books that I'm carrying around. I also have her new one from the Grishaverse. It's not new. It's the one before the Ninth House, which I never read. I'm carrying around.
Is it its own series or?
I think it's its own series. I think it's its own.
I haven't read Six of Crows. Yeah.
Reread that with you if you want to do that one time.
Yeah.
That's a good series. It's definitely. Yeah. No, it doesn't have. First of all, the Grisha saga, as much as I love it and talk about it, it's not that great of a series, guys. I love it. I talk about it all the time, but it's because of the Darkling that I love it. I love the Darkling.
If the Darkling wasn't in it, that book would be over.
That book would suck. If the Darkling was not the Darkling, I would have chunked those into the freaking trash can. Because the main character sucks. Everyone else sucks in that series, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a decent book. Like, it's not horrible, but it's not great at all. You know, it's just a book. It's a series. But
we'll talk more about books
with Six of Crows. Sorry, I get all. Every time I talk about Leigh Bardugo, this is a huge debate for me.
I have to cut you off.
Yeah.
We do a book.
If you want to continue that, go to the Discord. I talk about it a lot. I can't end the stream because my computer locked. Yeah.
We're a mess.
I know I'm a mess. I have to figure out how to end this. Anyways, we're gonna go. We're gonna go get on Discord. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.